Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Today is a special lecture given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada on the occasion of the Disappearance Day of Sri Locana Thakura. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Sabhyavatam Sare Shiramani Kevalo Yananda Kanna.
As you know, there are 26 qualifications mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and one of the qualifications is Kovi, poet. Every Vaishnava in our disciplic succession, all the Vaishnavas in the later ages, within 200 years, during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, there were Vrindavan Das Thakur, Vaishnava, Lochan Das Thakur, Kobi Karanapur. They are all big poets. Later on, Vidyapati, Chandidas, no, Chandidas before Lord Chaitanya, Jayadev, he also before Lord Chaitanya. All big Kavis. The Jayadev Kavis, this Pralaya Payati Jali Dhitavanasi Bidam. So, a Vaishnava, devotee of the Lord, is expected to have all good qualities. The more you become advanced in Krishna consciousness, all the good qualities that were covered by the cloud of Maya will come out. Good qualities are already there. Just like Krishna has got 64 good qualities in full, and we are minute particles of Krishna, therefore we have got also those good qualities in minute particles. But these good qualities are now covered. Just like fire is covered by the ashes. So it does not act. Although there is fire, but when it is covered by ashes, it does not act. So we are fire. Krishna is fire, we are also fires in quality. There's a big fire, blazing fire, and the sparks. The sparks are also fire. Therefore we sometimes desire to imitate Krishna. Because we have got these qualities in minute quantity, so we think that I am God. We do not know the quantitative difference. That we forget. We can say we are God, but teeny God, not the Supreme God. Spark, fire, blazing fire and spark. Now this quality, fire, this also becomes almost unseen when we are in this material world. Just like if the fire sparks fall down out of the blazing fire, it becomes extinguished. So in order to ignite again our fiery quality, we must go back to the original fire. Then the fiery quality, the brilliant fiery quality will again be exhibited. This is Krishna consciousness movement. So, when we are in the process of going back to home, back to Godhead, out of so many qualities, 26 quality becomes very, at least they become manifest. And out of the 26 qualities, one quality is to become a poet. Poet he is, nobody can become poet unless he is poet. So Kavi and Rishi, Muni Rishi, those who are philosophers, learned scholars, they are called Muni Rishi.
Nitai Gunamani Amar, Nitai Gunamani Aniya Premera Banna Asa Abani.
নিতাই গুণমণি আমার নিতাই গুণমণি. This is a song sung by Locana Thakur, almost a contemporary of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has got many books on the life and precepts of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is saying that Lord Nityananda is full of good qualities. Gunamani. Gunamani means the jewel of all qualities. So Nitai Gunamani Amar, Nitai Gunamani. He is repeatedly uttering that Lord Nityananda is the reservoir of all good qualities. Aniya premera banna bhasaila avani. And on account of his spiritual qualities, he inundated the whole world by the flood of love of God. It is by his kindness people can feel what is love of God. Premer banna loiya nitai ailo Glories. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left home and took sannyas, he made his headquarters at Jagannath Puri. So after his accepting the sannyas order, when he left his home and country, Lord Nityananda Prabhu also accompanied him up to Jagannath Puri. So after a few days, Lord Chaitanya requested him that if both of us remain here, then we'll preach in Bengal. Bengal is known as Glories. So, under the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he brought from him the flood of love of Godhead, and he distributed the whole of Bengal, Glories, and in that flood of love of God, all devotees became drowned. Only those who are not devotees, they could not drown, but they were floating. Dina hina bhasha. But so far Nityananda Prabhu is concerned, he does not make any discrimination between devotees and non-devotees. Dina hina patita pamara nahi bach. Poor or rich or enlightened or foolish, everyone could take the instruction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and become drowned in the ocean of love of Godhead. Such love of Godhead is Brahmara Dullabh. Even Lord Brahma, who is the supreme creature within this universe, he also cannot relish. But by the grace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Mahaprabhu, this love of Godhead was distributed to everyone without any discrimination. So, Avadha Karuna Sindhu. It was just like a big ocean, blocked all sides. Ocean of love of Godhead is a big ocean, but it was not inundated. So Nityananda Prabhu cut a canal from the ocean and he brought the canal in every door. Ghare ghare bule prem omiyarva. The flood of the nectar of the love of Godhead was thus distributed in each and every home in Bengal. Actually still, Bengal is overwhelmed when there is talk of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Locana, now the author is speaking on his behalf that anyone who does not take the advantage given by Lord Nityananda Prabhu, so in his opinion, he thinks that such a person knowingly is committing suicide.
Parama Karuna Pahode Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahode Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra. This is a song sung by Locana Thakur, a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, almost contemporary. He wrote one book, Chaitanya Mangal, depicting the activities of Lord Chaitanya. That is a very famous book, Chaitanya Mangal. And he has composed many songs. Practically all Vaishnavas, they are transcendentally poetic. That is one of the 26 qualifications of the Vaishnava. So he says that these two lords, Nitai Gaura Chandra, Lord Nityananda and Lord Gauranga or Lord Chaitanya, they are very merciful incarnations. Sava Avatar Sarasilamai. They are essence of all incarnations. The incarnation is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that whenever there is discrepancies in the prosecution of religiosities and there is prominence of impious activities, at that time the Lord incarnates or he descends on this material world for protecting the pious and annihilating the impious. That is the mission of incarnation. Every incarnation will find two things. Lord Krishna, he is so beautiful, so kind, but he is very dangerous to the demons. The demons were seeing him as thunderbolt, and the gopis were seeing him as the most beautiful Cupid. So, in the Bhagavad Gita also it is stated, Jijathamang prapadante. The God is realized in proportion to one's freedom from the demoniac propensities. So, in this age, of course, the last incarnation, Kalki, he will simply kill long after he will come. But here Lord Chaitanya, his mission is no killing, simply favoring. That is the specific characteristic of Lord Chaitanya. Because in this age, of course, there is very much prominence of irreligiosity, but if Lord Chaitanya wanted to kill them, then there was no question of their salvation. They would be, of course, anyone who is killed by incarnation is also gets salvation, but not to the spiritual planets, but they merge into the Brahma effulgence as the impersonalist desire. In other words, the impersonalist goal of salvation is as good as the goal of salvation of the enemies of God. That is not a very difficult job. So, Lord Chaitanya is merciful because he is embracing everyone by bestowing love of Krishna. Rupa Goswami has described Lord Chaitanya as the most munificent of all the incarnations because he is giving Krishna to everyone without any qualification. So Lachandas Thakur says that Parama Karuna Pahuduya Nitai Gaura Chandna, that they are a sense of all incarnation. Kevala Ananda Kamla. And their preaching process is very pleasing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends you chant Hare Krishna, dance nicely, and when you feel tired, just take rest and eat Krishna Prasad. So his formula is very pleasing. Kevala Ananda Kam. While he was present in Jagannath Puri, every day in the evening, dancing was, chanting and dancing continued. And after dancing is finished, he used to distribute sumptuously prasadam of Jagannath. So many thousands of people used to assemble every night. Simply, transcendentally pleasing this movement, Kevala Anandakam. Then he recommends Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai. My dear brother, just try to worship these two lords, Chaitanya and Nityananda, Sudhira Vishwasapati, with faith and conviction. One should have faith in the words of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya says that go on chanting. Simply by chanting, one will get all perfection of life. So this is a fact. Unless we take to chanting, we cannot realize it. But those who are chanting, they are realizing that they are getting all desired perfection of life very quickly. So we should chant this mantra with faith and conviction. But the only qualification required in this connection, he says, Vishaya chhariya sirase majiya mukhe balo hari. We have to chant with faith and conviction. At the same time, we should take care, we should be guarding against sense enjoyment. Vishaya charya. Vishaya means sense enjoyment. And charya means give up. One should give up sense enjoyment. Of course, in this materialistic life, We have got our senses and we have practiced to use them. We cannot stop it. But there is no question of stopping, but regulating it. Just like we want to eat. Vishaya means eating, sleeping, mating and defending. So these things are not forbidden altogether. But they are adjusted just to make it favorable for executing my Krishna consciousness. So, we should not take, just like eating, we should not eat just to satisfy the taste. We should eat only just to keep ourselves fit for executing Krishna consciousness. So eating is not stopped, but it is regulated, favorable. Similarly, mating. Mating is also not stopped. But the regulative principle is that you should marry and you should have sex life only for begetting children, Krishna conscious. Otherwise, don't do it. So everything is regulated. There is no question of stopping defense also. Arjuna was fighting, defending under the order of Krishna. So everything is there. Nothing stopped. Simply it is adjusted for executing our Krishna consciousness. The Vishayacharya, we should not accept these Vishaya, these four principles of bodily demands, namely eating, sleeping, mating and defending for sense gratification. No. The politicians, they fight for sense gratification. They do not see to the good of the people. For their political aggrandizement, they fight. That fight is forbidden. But when fight is necessity for defending people, that fighting should be taken. So, we have to give up this principle of sense gratification or sense gratificatory process. Dakho dakho bhai tribhuvane nai. Then he says, just see, there is nobody else so merciful. Pashu pakhi jhure pasana vida. By his mercy, even the birds and bees, they are also melted. Actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through the forest known as Jharikhanda in central India, he was only accompanied by his personal attendant and he was alone. And when he was passing through the forest, he touched one tiger. He was sleeping and the tiger answered, roaring. And the company, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's attendant, he thought, now you are gone. But actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the tiger, why you are sleeping? Just stand up, chant Hare Krishna. And the tiger began to dance. So, actually, this happened when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached this Hare Krishna movement. The tigers, the deers, everyone joined. So, of course, we are not so powerful, but it is possible that at least we have seen the dogs are dancing in Sankirtan. So it is possible also to take, but we may not attend such great risk. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could induce tigers to dance, we can at least induce every human being to dance. This is such a nice movement. So Pashu Pakhi Sure Pasana Vidare. Pasana means stone. So even the stone-hearted man also melts by chanting Hare Krishna, that you have experienced, seen. Pasana Vidare. Suni jaro guno gatha. simply by hearing the transcendental pastimes and characteristics of Lord Chaitanya, even hard-hearted men, they also melted. There are many instances, Jagai Madhai, many fallen souls, they became elevated to the highest spiritual platform. Then Chaitanya, Locana Thakur says that Vishaya Mojiya Rahili Bhuliya. Unfortunately, I am so much entrapped in these demands of the body or the senses that I have forgotten the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vishaya Majiya Rahili Bhuliya. Sipade Nahilas. I could not desire to be attached to the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. So why it is so? So he is lamenting that apano karama bhunjaya saman, that I am suffering the sequence of my past misdeeds, that I could not be attracted by the Krishna consciousness movement. It is a punishment on me by the Jamaraj, the superintendent of death. Actually, this Krishna consciousness movement, Sankirtan movement is so nice and attractive. Every simple, unsophisticated person shall be attracted. But if one is not attracted, it is to be understood that he is being punished by the laws of the superintendent of death. Anyway, if we stick to this principle of chanting, then even Jamaraj, the superintendent of death, he will also fail to punish. That is the verdict of Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita says, one who takes to this devotional life, his reaction of past deeds are adjusted immediately. So, every one of us should take part in this movement of Krishna consciousness by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.